The Super Bowl at Levi's Stadium is finally over, and as a 49ers fan, I gotta say, this was the most horrible Super Bowl ever. Not only the gameplay was bad, but the Seahawks won, our rival, and now they're gonna brag about this for the end of the days that they won a Super Bowl at our stadium, and it just sucks for every Niners fan. I was hoping that Drake May can wake up and actually win the Super Bowl, but unfortunately he saw ghosts and collapsed, and Sam Darnold came out as the better quarterback. So setting aside my biases as a 49er fan for this game, that wasn't the big controversy that happened. The main event for the Super Bowl was not the game. That game was irrelevant. It was the halftime show with Bad Bunny. But before the halftime show, Bad Bunny was getting a bunch of backlash from Republicans saying that he's anti-American, which he has said some stuff. I don't really need to speak about the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm just going to show you guys these video clips I found on the internet of people reacting to it, and you can give your thoughts about it. So you guys see what's wrong with this video? Give a good guess. Mind you, this isn't a rehearsal or anything. This is the actual halftime show. As you can observe, does it look like a lot of people are cheering, at least in this area? I don't see people bopping around. People are just kind of like waiting for the game to end. If someone's wearing a Tom Brady jersey, that's funny. But no excitement at all with this halftime show. And that's not the only clip. There's also another clip of it. Like those are the only girls that were dancing. Some women. They're just women. Why is it only women dancing? I don't understand this. Why do women like Bad Bunny so much? I didn't even hear about this guy until he was going to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not just saying that to be mean. I never heard. I mean, I've heard of him, but I never heard his music. And nobody is dancing. Even like just some women are dancing. That's it. And this is another part of the stadium. The first one we reacted to was like down there, I think, or maybe it was just this side. But anyway, looking from this, it doesn't look like people are really happy and excited about this halftime show. I'm pretty sure when Kendrick Lamar was out there last year, which I think is one of the greatest shows ever, because freaking everybody was calling Drake a pedo, like freaking 200 million people. This is bad. If you are expecting to have a good halftime show in this Super Bowl, you're sadly mistaken. You dumped $15,000 into a nosebleed seat tickets, and the games were boring, and the halftime show was boring. Y'all got ripped off. So she's watching the Turning Point USA halftime show while she's at the game. I thought it was funny. So she's like dancing to the music on her phone. So that's funny. And guess what? And shortly after, she received a death threat from people. So she's just trying to enjoy herself from this performance from Bad Bunny, right? And somebody messages you this. Crazy. I don't know who they be hiring, but look at this. Bruh. Yo, the camera dips off so quickly. The camera guy goes up and sees it. He's like, oh! These two dudes are... What is... Is this Puerto Rico? Is this what y'all do in Puerto Rico over there? Because liberals are defending this like it's the greatest thing ever. Is that what y'all doing over there? So there were some reactions at the actual game. There's some reactions while people are watching it at home. So go ahead and check out Granny's reaction over here.
I'm like, who is this man? Golly. You can't sing. I mean, like, what is this? Golly. This is ridiculous. And got the American flag and all these other flags. And yeah, God bless you too. Get off the stage. Please get off the stage. Get off. Put the game back on. You stand this. Tell me that. I mean, what in the world is all this foolishness? Thank you. Get off the stage, please. Jesus.
You know, and I think she's speaking for a lot of Americans.
Who the fuck is this nigga?
I want to see Chris Brown.
And then a lot of these liberals are sitting there saying, well, they're having a man and a woman getting married on stage. Shouldn't Republicans be happy about that? It is the Super Bowl. It is the biggest sporting event on planet Earth. Why in the world would anybody want to see somebody getting married in the middle of a freaking Super Bowl game? The suits and the NFL are so disconnected with reality. They're like, oh, Americans like this stuff. Just throw that in the performance. They're gonna love this stuff. They're delusional. These people are so delusional. Ain't nobody. Everybody's confused. They're like, what's going on here? Look at. Ain't nobody even. Everybody's like, what is this? So yeah, pretty much everybody is just like, what is going on here? They were not enthusiastic at all about the performance at all. And I think that speaks to a lot of Americans right here, that you try to insert somebody that's first is not popular at all. I mean, yeah, with liberal circles, he's very popular, right? Nobody, people who are endorsing this guy doesn't even know anything about football. So the people who are hyping this guy up, that never watches football at all, and that doesn't even know anything about the game, and you bring him on to perform, and you have actual football fans who enjoy the sport, they don't like a dude dancing in a dress. I'm sorry, he danced in dresses. I've seen videos of him. When you see this dude, and you don't know who he is, but you see videos of him dancing in dresses, you are very unenthusiastic about watching this guy. Just saying, a lot of Americans were not enthusiastic about watching this guy. And this too, this fucking Bush people. What in the world is this? They're freaking getting ready for the show, and they're. I don't know where the Bushes came in from. I don't know who sat there with his halftime show performance and said, got it, we'll put in Bush people. That'll be cool. There's no gender. Everybody's a Bush. Yeah, let's just put them in there. Yeah, let's put Bushes in there. That's great. Don't dress them up like anything, like, anything flashy or anything like the backup dancers. Just throw them in freaking Bushes. It saves us money too. And then Isaiah Martin here, I don't even know who this guy is, but they're trying to compare the Bad Bunny performance with the Turning Point performance. So obviously the Super Bowl would probably have 127 million views. I'm not sure how 100% accurate this is because the numbers haven't really came out yet. But even if this is true, right? Even Turning Point getting 5 million people to turn away from the NFL to watch their show is big. A small independent company compared to the NFL, Turning Point USA is nothing. They're a little drop in the water bucket, and the NFL has this big water bucket. Even if they were to turn 2% of the viewers to Turning Point USA to watch their halftime show, it tells something about how Americans feel about this. If Turning Point and maybe next year there could be other stations that will have their own halftime show, people will turn away from the NFL to watch their show. So this might open up a whole new avenue of having other types of entertainment while the Super Bowl is going on. So the halftime show, when they want to bring out somebody woke and nobody agrees about it, there could be these other companies like, hey, we'll have our own halftime show. You could come and broadcast over there. You could come and watch our performers over there, and we'll perform something that you will like. So I think Turning Point actually exposed something in the NFL halftime show. I guarantee there's going to be companies later on coming out with their own halftime show, and it will draw more and more people. So if there's 10 other halftime shows going on, that 5 million for each of them turns out to be 50 million. You know what I mean? So it's just funny how this guy is trying to think this is a victory lap. It should be concerning for the NFL that there's 5 million people, even if this is the case, which I don't even believe it. This should be an eye opener for the NFL, because that's a lot of people that he's a liberal, so he doesn't understand how money is, because a lot of liberals don't. And 5 million people, that's a lot of money they're missing out on. But the viewership is very different on YouTube, which is amazing. 18 million views on YouTube this halftime show got. So people want to say, oh, this is YouTube, this ain't nothing, this isn't public television. When was the last time you watched public television? Let's just be honest with yourself. When was the last time you went on Fox or NBC and watched a show on there? Never. You don't do that. People are usually on YouTube watching this stuff. So it just doesn't make sense when people are out there saying, oh, this is only on YouTube, it doesn't matter. Because on YouTube, the YouTube eyes, where the younger people are at, has 18 million views. The one for the NFL has 2.2. Huh. That's funny. I thought they were taking a victory lap that they got less views than the NFL. Huh. That's funny. So, like I said, this is something that's going to start shifting with the Super Bowl. I guarantee all these other companies are going to see this and be like, dang, if we can even get 1 million views for a stream, that'll be a game changer for us. We can make money off of it. And I think a lot more of these companies, the patriotic companies, may come out and start promoting their own Super Bowl halftime show. This is going to change the NFL forever. And I guarantee the NFL is sweating over this because they are losing money. It doesn't matter if they got more views. Look at Target. When Target lost dang near like 15% of their stock, a lot of these liberals were like, that's not a lot of money. Yes, it is. Like, what are you talking about? That's a lot to them. 5% loss of any company is bad. You clearly don't know how business works. And somebody was so nice to put together a clip of like the whole Super Bowl performance. And I think this sums up the whole Super Bowl performance in 30 seconds.
Just for a while.
Okay.
This guy, that's funny. There, I ruined it. That was funny. That's the Super Bowl performance right there, guys. So I'm in an AI video of this. I thought this was funny, and I thought I ended off on this. ICE was there too, and there was a big spike of ICE arrests there, which was freaking hilarious. So all these liberals are pissed off about that too, but I think that this guy took the cake for the show, and I just think that the show sucked. The whole Super Bowl sucked. I hated it. Hated everything about it. As a Niners fan, as a conservative, this was the stupidest Super Bowl ever. It was boring. God forbid if you spent 25 grand going here, you got ripped off. So, anyways, what do you guys think about this? You guys enjoy the Bad Bunny show? I won't knock it if you liked it. I mean, there's a lot of performances out there that have mixed like English and Spanish and admit it really good, and I appreciate that. I like the Spanish culture, I really do, but at the same time, you just have to recognize that this is an American football sport. At least speak English. Like the whole performance, he wasn't speaking English, which is very. I hope the NFL takes a hit for this, and I hope they learn their lesson, just like with all the LGBT crap. But anyway, what do you guys think about this? Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Go ahead and like the video if you liked it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go ahead and hype this video. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this already, but hey, this Super Bowl was trash. And I'll see you guys in the next video.